Back here with the acorn squash that we prepared earlier. And what we're going to do is add a little bit of water to this.
So it don't burn. There you go. Well, that's hot. That's good. Okay.
A lot of heat there. What I'm going to do here is, on a Dutch oven, every 15 minutes, you want to take the base pan, which is your main bottom part of your oven. As I get this over. And you want to rotate it a quarter of the way. The cover, you want to rotate also a quarter of the way, but in the opposite direction. What this does, it gives you an even heat because you're actually baking, and you don't want no hot spots. And to prevent the hot spots, you rotate it.
Sounds good to me.
Simple way.
How's the onion soup doing?
Well, we'll go check it now. We got about 450 degrees on this right now. I added extra because of the acorn squash, the hard shell of it itself, and this will help soften it up.
Okay, how's this doing? Smells good. It should be almost done. It's been almost an hour.
Pair of pliers here. Oh yeah, smells good. Stir it up a little bit.
Can I see some of the onions? Is it caramelizing? And oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Really nice.
Of course, you're only viewing it, but if you were here to smell it, you'll say, wow, man, I'm ready to eat now. This is really great. This is a traditional, like I said, the French brought this over, the French onion soup. It's been a staple in our family because I married a woman whose family is from Canada, and this is one of their things. But we did it in a Dutch oven. We've been doing it now for a few years.
But did the Pilgrims also, because that was a staple?
Well, they made all kinds of soup. They
wild onions?
Yeah, they did wild onions, vegetables. And
how many Pilgrims were there?
There was 102 that came over on the Mayflower. The first year was very devastating. 52 survived, and they lost 50 due to the lack of shelter, the cold, harsh winter. Some froze. Scurvy. There was a lot of things that happened. And if it wasn't for the Indians that they befriended with, that taught them how to do crops and how to fish, guys, they weren't far from the ocean. I said about 3/4 of a mile. We just looked up. It's about 3 miles that they were inland from there. But they learned to hunt.
How long did their feast day last?
I believe it was 3 days.
Yes.
It was a 3-day feast.
Yeah.
So you could tell how many, you had to have quite a bit of food and to maintain it and everything.
What about turkey? Did they have?
Well, you know, traditionally, this came over the years. They had fish, they had venison.
Quail, duck.
It said fall, so fall could have been duck, it could have been turkey.
Turkey, because it was marshy land, wasn't it? The turkeys were probably
it could have
farther
been duck.
inland.
Yeah, I would say it could have been duck itself. But I know that they did have fish. They had seafood that was caught.
Shellfish.
And a lot of vegetables, of course.
What type of vegetables?
Squash. They had corn. Anything. They even had the onions. We've read that. They had a cabbage.
They didn't really have stuffing or biscuits or bread because they didn't have whole wheat or grain really to speak of in that area. So the idea of, you know, them doing a bread stuffing is they never had bread stuffing at those meals. So how much longer do you think it'll be before this is